person that was interviewed said that she heard things and saw things within her house. This person stated she went to sleep on the second floor. She was awoken at 4 by what she stated sounded like one of the victims playing with the dog, which was on the 3rd floor. A short time later, she thought she heard one of the victims say something. That caveat, she thought she heard, is a problem. That's not at all what was said. When this witness was sure that she heard this particular victim go down the stairs, go up the stairs, and then come running back down the stairs. That is not what's contained in this affidavit at all. That is repeated during this same interview a couple of different times at page 287. It's also repeated in a subsequent interview that same day. This is Defendant's Exhibit 8B. That's at page 313 and again at 320. It's repeated again in D8C as well. That is important because that's misleading to the judge. That waters down what was said, and that matters in the probable cause affidavit, because the officers, when they wrote this, knew that wasn't the case. They knew this particular person that DM said was upright and running down the stairs, that's not what happened. That person was killed in the bed and never left the bed. That DM said was upright and running down the stairs, that's not what happened. That person was killed in the bed and never left the bed. The issue was whether or not one of the victims ran downstairs, and she didn't say it once. She said it 4 times in a row in the very first interview, and that just didn't happen.
Can you believe what went down the other day? Brian's defense team is pulling out all the stops to discredit Dylan, but here's the million-dollar question. What if Dylan's actually telling the truth? I mean, think about it. Defense attorneys have a job to do, sure, but sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. Let's break it down. Why would Dylan say that if it wasn't true? Let's replay a video we dropped a couple of months ago speculating if something like schizophrenia could be behind this mystery.
One of the people Bryn got to know was Chad O'Melia. A few weeks after they met, Chad was dead. Bryn charged with his murder.
I had no intention to hurt him. I never would hurt anybody.
It was Memorial Day weekend. After a visit to the dog park, Bryn and Chad went back to his apartment where he offered her marijuana in a bong. It was legal. Bryn was an inexperienced user. What happened next shattered 2 families when Bryn unexpectedly became violent.
It was the most horrific thing to watch, because there was no thought or emotions or motors, feelings, sensory feelings of any kind. There was nothing. And it was just like I was watching a TV screen of just all this awful thing happening.
With what prosecutors say was 3 knives from the kitchen, she stabbed Chad, the serrated edges of the knives leaving him with 108 wounds. Bryn even stabbed her dog, Aria, and herself.
All right, let's talk about human nature and how it shows up in tough situations. Christy and Steve, 2 totally different reactions to the same event. Christy's over here, eyes tearful, desperately searching for the truth. She's desperate for information about every detail that night. But Steve, he's a whole different story. He's got this smirk on his face, laughs, enjoying the fact that Brian's going to take the fall.
The truth will come out. What happened, you know? What happened that fateful night to our daughter, you know, and her best friend as they were, you know, in their bed. What happened? Yeah. Why?
You can't seal
Very
everything
dark.
And ask the public to be a part of the case. Ask the public to be a...
Steve's relief is off the charts. Kaylee's dog, no blood, 2 more suspects, doesn't bat an eye. All he cares about is Brian going down. Talk about suspicious.
Hey, if you would like to support Vanessa and chat with her in the comments, grab a membership to the channel. We will buy a bouquet of flowers for the memorial garden when the trial starts. Thanks for watching.